The French government's decision to ban a performance tour by French comedian Dieudonné for being anti-Semitic and racist has stirred public debate about how far European authorities can go to fight anti-Semitism without stifling the right to freedom of expression. Many, though not everyone in France, agrees Dieudonné's performance was insulting, but where can Europe draw the line? Groups of protesters outside the Paris venue where Dieudonné was scheduled to run his show have denounced the French government's ban as a removal of the comedian's right to freedom of speech, according to French and indeed EU laws. But in political circles of the European Parliament, there was little sympathy toward that argument.
In fact, I agree with the French government. Please take care. Freedom of speech doesn't mean the right to insult. And I think with this man, of course I like the cabaretiers. And politicians and cabaretiers, they have a good relationship because they keep us sharp. But first of all, he has a responsibility to the French law. And the French law is very severe on the point of discrimination, insulting and so on. And secondly, as I said already, the freedom of speech, we see it with many populist and nationalistic movements in Europe, doesn't mean that you have the right to insult. And of course, like in the Netherlands, we have very good and nice jokes about Jewish people. But this is insulting. And the whole connection with the Holocaust, I think it's very dangerous.
Some say the incidents now tested the moral fabric of French society, and some politicians are concerned it highlights a widespread problem of anti-Semitism growing across Europe.
When there are racist acts, when there are racist and anti-Semitic speeches, there is an entire legal arsenal that can be implemented in order to stop these speeches, which are breaking the law. And a difficult balance must be found when it comes to the full respect of the freedom of creation and the freedom of expression. But at the same time, say nothing and do nothing that could incite to racial hatred and weaken the Republican model.
The Dieudonné case is yet another reminder of the need to address anti-Semitism as a reoccurring issue in Europe, one that concerns many at the European Parliament, wary of the xenophobic views being taken by the far political right, who've seen growing support in the last couple of years. Sandra Gottman for JN1 at the European Parliament in Strasbourg.